Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. It was 11:55 and all the employees grabbed their belongings and walked out of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Some of the employees stopped to look at a sign on the door that read, "Soon to return to Freddy's. Foxy the Pirate and his companion Vixie. Sail the seven seas with two great pirates." Yark. There was a picture of Foxy repaired and remodelled, standing at the front of his ship with his hook held high in the air, smiling in triumph, and the vixen was behind him, smiling, and had her hand and hook behind her back. The employees stared at the sign for a good 3 minutes. That's fucking long to stare at a sign. Shocked and a bit curious, Mr. Fazbear, the owner of the pizzeria, walked out and saw them staring at the sign. He smiled and went over to the small audience.
"Isn't this exciting?" asked Mr. Fazbear. "Foxy is coming back along with another fox." He nudged the male employees.
"A female fox?" "Oh, fucking hell." Sir, sounds great, sir," said the male employee nervously. You sure Foxy won't malfunction again?"
"Don't worry, we've fixed all the things wrong with Foxy," said Mr. Fazbear. "We're still working on him, actually. The engineers have offered to stay overnight so that they can finish Foxy up faster." God, does this person not know any adjectives?
As they were walking, Mike drove up the parking lot and parked in front of the pizza place. Mr. Fazbear saw him and went over to greet him.
"Mikey boy, glad to see you," said Mr. Fazbear, shaking his hand. "Well, glad to see you again. You were fired a while back and now look." "You're back!"
What the? He's the boss, he hired him!
This needs an animation.
That's fucking awful writing. I know it's fanfic, so I'm not sure what to expect, but... "Oh, I hired you again. Glad to be back, sir," said Mike as he saw the sign on the door.
Mike Schmidt.
"What's this, sir?"
We're bringing old Foxy back," said Mr. Fazbear, and he has a new companion who should be arriving here tonight. She has been transported here." Mr. Fazbear looked at his watch. "Yeah,
Wait, he's put a random speech mark in nowhere.
There's no capitalization. "Yeah, she should be getting here any minute now." The employees looked at their watches or phones and saw...
What? He should know. He's writing. He's deciding what we're looking at.
And saw that it was 12:01. They all suddenly rushed to their cars and drove off. What the This is a Gmod shit going on here. Mr. Fazbear stayed there with Mike. Mike twiddled his thumbs, knowing that he would have to go to his office as the animatronics was wandering around. The animatronics haven't been as aggressive to him for the past couple of months. They still scare him to death, but now it's just for fun.
What?
They learned that he was a human after he began to show them proof, but Mike was still scared. Mr. Fazbear patted his back. "You don't have to worry about being alone tonight," said Mr. Fazbear. "The engineers are staying here to fix Foxy, so you'll have company." I thought they were fixing the other one.
That's what I
they're
thought.
fixing both of
There's
them.
a fan. We can't question anything. "Thanks, sir," said Mike as he walked in the pizza place. "Have a good night, sir."
"You too, buddy," said Mr. Fazbear. "I'll wait here for Vixie, Foxy's partner."
"Oh, well, I must say, you're Mr. Fazbear. Spot on. For such a... Mikey, my boy!" "All right, sir," said Mike. "See you around." And with that, Mike went to his office, but he stopped to look at the new Foxy. The animatronics were surrounding the engineers as they worked on Foxy. They all looked at Mike as he walked in and pointed at Foxy. Mike mouthed, "I know," and walked towards Pirate Cove. An engineer saw him and waved.
Yeah.
You the night guard?" asked the engineer. "Yeah," said Mike. "That's me. How's he looking?" "Looking pretty good," said the engineer as he finished putting his jaw back in place. "These are interesting animatronics. They just got off stage and went over here to watch."
And then he bit his jaw off.
Jesus.
Sorry.
That didn't happen, guys. Don't worry. "Yeah, they are special to this place," said Mike. "They are very interesting animatronics." Freddy looked at Mike and gave him a friendly punch to the arm, making him move a good 3 feet.
3 feet? Jesus.
Jesus, I have a good punch. That's fucking miles.
Mike looked at him and gave him a blank stare. They both looked back at Foxy. The engineers put a chip in the back of Foxy's head and a glowing gold sphere in his chest. Sphere, that was supposed to be. My P came out too much. They closed his head and chest, and they all watched as he powered back up. His eyes were bright gold, and he sat up. He felt around his body and didn't feel any tears or metal being shown. He smiled and stood up on his 2 back legs and stretched. Chica watched in dreamily as he stood up and tall and proud.
This is fucking awfully written.
She always liked him, but now she's in love. Ah. Bonnie saw her and couldn't help but smile. Freddy saw he are as well.
Literally what it says.
And just rolled his eyes. Foxy looked at his hand that weren't just a metal claw no more. Oh my god, this is getting so much like Full Life Consequences.
This is getting so far-fetched.
You have heard Full Life Consequences, haven't you?
No.
I'm showing you that after this.
Dear Lord.
And I guarantee throughout the rest of the night we'll just be like using the voice. He actually had fur over his hand, and he looked at his hook and swung it around. The engineers weren't moving away, dodging the swings. Foxy stopped as he turned around to see the most beautiful thing ever. He had a wide smile across his face. His whole ship was repainted and remodeled, and the walls were repainted and remodeled as well.
You could have just said it was all repainted and remodeled.
I want to read that sentence again.
But you also missed out very important details. Remodeled.
His whole ship was repainted and remodeled, and the walls were repainted and remodeled as well.
Foxy looked down, and he was repainted and remodeled.
He stood at the end of the ship and let out a triumphant... Is that spelled right? I don't think it is.
Triumphant. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
that's
is.
actually surprisingly right.
Chica, Bonnie and Freddy stared at him and gave him a small applause. They were smiling at his childish attitude. Foxy noticed them and smiled. He jumped down and went over to them and stood in front of the 3. They all stared at him.
Aye, what you think, lads? Asked Foxy, happily spinning so we could see all of him. How do I look? Not bad, right? I don't know what sort of pirate answer that's going to be. They all laughed and went over to admire him. Chica was the first one to Foxy's side. She got close to him and looked and smiled. She hugged him and laughed.
You look great, Foxy.
Jesus Christ.
Chica, I'm glad to have you back.
Bonnie joined and hugged and smiled. You do look good, Foxy, said Bonnie, but still not as good as me.
How much you hate Bonnie.
Yeah, you know her fucking cunt accent.
Foxy just smiled and rolled his eyes. Freddy came up to him and put a hat on his head. It was a hat similar to Freddy's hat.
You do not replicate Freddy's fucking hat. Yeah.
Now, what do you think? Freddy asked Bonnie. Does he look better
Why
now?
do you get the same voice as Mr. Fazbear?
Because it's Freddy.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Freddy Fazbear.
Oh. No, said Bonnie, smiling. A hat won't make you look guys any better.
Jeez, Bonnie, you bitch.
I know, right?
Freddy stared at her and took his hat off and dusted it off. Okay, whatever you say,
It's
said
the worst
Freddy,
thing I've
putting
ever
his hat
read.
back on. This ain't the worst thing I've ever read. I've read much worse.
The engineers all packed their tools and got ready. Oh, well, I don't. I just scrolled down way too far.
No, yeah, you're right. The engineers packed all their tools and got ready to leave. It was 1:15. Yep. Oh wait, that's you're the voice of the engineer.
Yep, yeah, interesting animatronics, said one of the engineers. Being able to move and talk freely. Yeah, they are cool guys, said Mike. Oh, Mike's just had a drastic voice change. Can be scary at times, but cool.
Engineer again.
Hey guys, Vixie should be coming right now, said an engineer to his co-workers. Let's go get and set her up. Foxy and the others looked at them confused. They were all about to ask, who's Vixie?
Who's
but
Vixie?
Mike spoke up before we did. Vixie is coming as your new companion, Foxy, said Mike. She's outside right now. She'll be your new partner. Bonnie and Foxy looked wide-eyed. You know.
Another one of you, said Freddy. That's great, Foxy. Now you can have a crewmate.
Yeah, I know, said Foxy. In a regular... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Will we wind up?
Do it deadpan.
Yeah, I know, said Foxy in a regular voice instead of his pirate accent. Another fox or vixen. Oh my gosh, a vixen? Foxy held his head in fear and excitement. How does that make sense?
Boing!
Hey everybody! This is the first chapter of my story. I hope you guys liked it so far. Didn't. I will be posting on the second chapter in a little while. Let me know what you guys think so far. Criticizing is welcome. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Well,
oh my god, there's 20. We can't read all of it. We'll play the game for a bit more.
We said we were just doing one chapter, and that's as far as we're going.
I will tell you what, guys, if you're still fucking reading through that debauchery we just went through.
I suppose congratulations to Insane Creature for your creative writing.
Yeah. But I develop
Life.
syphilis,
Life.
syphilis,
Life.
syphilis,
Life.
syphilis,
Life.
syphilis.